Hello everybody and welcome to race number 1 of Season 3 of the NASCAR Legend Series, coming to you from Aflac Motor Speedway. We have a great field of 22 lined up for us this season, as we are ready to take to the oddly shaped oval of Aflac Motor Speedway, an oval with a dog leg in the backstretch. That should be fun for our drivers to navigate, along with high curbs to keep the drivers from going off course. Also, we have a new pace car lineup this season. The Chevys have struck a deal with the NASCAR Legend Series, so that now Corvettes will be our pace car for the remainder of the season. As you see, the pace car line leading us off here today, and then two others that are in the other side displaying. They will be used throughout the season as well. So the United crew is just to clean up now, just used for cleanup. Now, we see Jeff Gordon here starting mid-pack, last season's champion, seeing if he can climb through the field today to leave a good impression at the start of us all. And Kyle Busch looking for redemption after heartbreak at the end of last season, just missing out on the championship. Now let's get down to some notable drivers for today. On the pole sits Kurt Busch in that fast #1 Camaro. He has been at it all week, so expect him to be up front for quite a lot of the day. Then there's Jeff Gordon, who's going to try to battle back from mid-pack to see if he can start the season hot and maybe go for 2 in a row. And then we've got Kyle Busch once again looking for redemption after last season's heartbreak. So we will have to see if any of those drivers prevail, as now all the cars will roll off here as we get to the starting lineup. On the front row is Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards. Then row 2 is going to be Kyle Busch and Dale Jarrett. Row 3, Bill Elliott and Matt Kenseth. Row 4 is going to be Jimmy Johnson and Tony Stewart. Row 5, Ryan Newman and Mark Martin. Row 6 is going to be Joey Logano and Jeff Gordon. Row 7, Martin Truex Jr. and Cale Yarborough. Row 8 is going to be Brad Keselowski and Richard Petty. Row 9 is Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Row 10 is Rusty Wallace and Michael Waltrip. And rounding out the field in row 11 is Darrell Waltrip and Denny Hamlin. Now let's get to today's race facts. It is going to be a 15-lap race with stages at 5, 10, and 15. Kurt Busch is on the pole. There's only a 3% chance of rain. So this first race of NASCAR Legend Series Season 3 is set to go racing here on a dry day. And we are underway in Season 3 from Aflac Motor Speedway. Kurt Busch will lead him down into Turn 1. Kyle Busch right behind him. Then Carl Edwards as they fly through the field. And now Jimmy Johnson's going to take him to the outside of the dog leg. Oh, not quite, but yeah, here he goes by Carl Edwards. And Carl Edwards goes down to the outside very slow, almost spun out by Ryan Newman, and he will go to the inside of Jimmy Johnson to reclaim that third position. As the things start, or at least they're seeming to start to calm down now. And oh no, was I spoken wrong? That's the car on the wall, car off the curb, and 4 cars in the back. Logano, Truex, who was involved in the back crash. Where did that even come from? Stuart Gordon, Richard Petty, Cale Yarborough. As you see here, Cale Yarborough, he clips the curb. The curb meant to keep the drivers well on the track. Just took out 4 cars, 6 cars if you count the other accident. Let's watch it at full time. The other 3 had nowhere to go. Cale Yarborough just lost control, hit Richard Petty, flew into them all. And then Joey Logano goes hard off the curb when looks like Truex squeezed him down there. So that'll be the end of his race. Joey Logano's, Cale Yarborough's, Richard Petty, they're all getting cleaned up. Kurt Busch, however, will win stage number 1 as we get ready to go green once again from Aflac. Green flag's in the air, and all of the drivers are in turn 2 now. Top 5, single filed out. Things look a lot calmer in this restart as we come lead the lap. Here's on board from Kyle Busch, trying to catch his brother Kurt. Both have strong cars. It looks like Kurt has a better run off the corners, though, as you see him get away a little bit there. Now let's go back in the pack to Rusty Wallace. He looks like he's trying to move his way through traffic. And now he goes up to Bill Elliott, hits him on the bumper, and they're going to go 3 wide behind him. Harvick spins off the inside, and we've got a wreck on the front stretch. Did he keep it off the wall? We can't tell from this angle what the damage is on the car. So let's go back and look at the replay here. He just spins off Keselowski 3 wide. And right there, yeah, it looks like he did get into that inside wall, so his race might be over. So let's look at it from Rusty Wallace's point of view, full speed. Oh yeah, makes contact with the 2 and then hits the inside wall. Better look for a tire rub on the 2 there, as he will spit it out into the grass here, and that'll be the end of Kevin Harvick's race. So he's out early as well in Season 3. Now, Kurt Busch will win the second stage as we get ready to go green with only 3 laps remaining. Who will win this one? As Carl Edwards gets a huge jump on the bottom, didn't go on the apron, it's an all-legal restart, and then Jimmie Johnson's going to clear the way through the bottom, bumping 2 cars out of the way. Jimmie Johnson keeping the lead above Carl Edwards, now only 2 laps to go. We're going to see how this one's going to end out, as it doesn't look like Carl Edwards has the run right now to get past Jimmie Johnson, but he's going to get one off of 4, it looks like. What's he going to do here on the final lap? He's going to go down low and try to pass Jimmie. He overshoots the corner. Jimmie passes him on the inside. Crossover move for Jimmie Johnson through 3 and 4. And Carl Edwards won't get back to him. Jimmie Johnson wins in Season 3. See the rest of the cars fly by here. What an ending to this chaotic race. As we go back and look at this final restart, Carl Edwards never gets on the apron, so it's an all-legal restart, and he never passes Kyle Busch either. Jimmie Johnson's able to get down to the hole created by Edwards, just boot everyone out of the way. Sent Kyle Busch past Kurt, so Kurt went the 1st to 4th really quick, and then Carl Edwards shoots it way down into the corner, but he overdrives it, so Jimmie Johnson crosses him up, goes back up the track, and will take the win here at Aflac Motor Speedway. And now Jimmie Johnson will burn it down right next to the Lowe's logo. How fitting for him and his team getting his first win of season number 3 in a possible championship run for that 48 team. Congratulations to the 48 for winning this race. Congrats to him and congrats to his sponsor, NASCAR Gamer 489. As you see the whole lineup there, Kurt Busch is in first because of those stage wins. Stage points very important in this series. Then we've got Brad Keselowski on the top of the leaderboard from 11th down to 20th, as you can see the rest of the points there. And then getting no points for this race are Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart. Tough luck for them. Now, next time we go racing, not next week because this series is finally not pre-recorded, we have Cake Tray Motor Speedway, but now renamed Tower Circuit because of a new tower that was constructed in that back curving dog leg. As you see here, hosted the Christmas Cup, the one other time it's been raced on. Very exciting track, but extremely tiny. As you see, it can fit the infield of Aflac Motor Speedway. But we cannot wait until then. That's getting in the process of being filmed right as I speak. So hopefully that'll be out in 2-3 weeks. I don't know how fast I'm going to work on these things. Schedules change a lot. But thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you so much to the Perfect 8 Cup Series, who gave me a huge shout out. I've gone up 20, almost 30 subscribers since then. And now I've got tons of sponsors for the cars. It's really turning into a series, so thank you so much to him. And thank you for everybody who's joined on recently. It's a huge deal for me that I've actually got people who really do care about the racing. Between the people who've stuck around since day one to the people who are just joining in now, this could become a real thing thanks to you all. So I will leave you with my outro as always. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good night.